firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Weather outside heating up as tensions rise inside Arrington Ice Arena. Thursday night ACHA Division I hockey between the visiting Grand Valley University Lakers and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Tyler Ackerman. This should be a fun one between these two spirited teams. Both of these squads red hot as of late. Grand Valley State University 8-2-0 in their last 10. The Bulldogs 9-1-0 in their last 10. Tyler, what are either of these sides going to have to do to maintain the upper hand in this game?
Well, for me, Grand Valley State just needs to get out of the box. They have taken lots of penalties in their last 10 games. They have been red hot, but the penalties have been what's been hurting them. Adrian's power play, very, very good, and that is the issue right there.
20 minutes now counting down on the score clock, and we are underway from the AIA as Mateo DiGiulio steps up with a nice hit, and there's another one sent on in the corner by Sebastian Smith. Lakers will look to exit the zone. That was Haggerty who got it out, lost it in neutral ice, dumped in for a moment. Gajewski plays it down with a glove. Here's DiGiulio looking to skate that one in, taken down momentarily. Limback with some good defense on the captain. The skitters to the corner, now wraps around the half wall. Toth will look to push it back down low. Tie up along the kick plate. Gajewski with a couple of stick handles fires a shot, redirected to the off angle. Ripping this around the boards, catching it there was Fuchea. Toth looking to pull up there as Thrall will skate it in. Long shot from Haggerty, easy glove save for DeContes. And David Dell will touch up underneath the red line, looking to break things out. Momentary delay. Don't like the option at first, and they find it. And the newcomer, Duke Allen. He'll get a nice pass from Spate, racing his way in. Had Armstrong on the wing, tried to connect with him. This is pushed back around the boards. Spate towards the front, loose in between the hash marks. Nobody could pick it up. Dumped out of the zone, length of the ice, as the arm is up, and we'll get our first whistle of the game at 18:29 as we get an icing call.
The Lakers seem to be looking into that 1-2-2 in the neutral zone, allowing the Bulldogs to get set and try to get out of the zone. They're looking to just set a neutral zone trap, maybe force some turnovers for some odd-man rushes.
Defensive zone draw, one back by the Lakers, as handling it here is Letchell. Angled into the boards by Allen's, a solid hit. We'll get it right back. And Mott will play it off the boards. Armstrong along the wing. Here's Spate, plays it in between his feet. Turns on the Jets, moves his way through. Try to go through the legs there as McLaughlin will dump it in. Jammer right back to it. Fans on the shot there, not enough muscle that he wanted. Notzel will look after. Good step up there from the Cesare to go down to one knee, looking to break up that pass. This finds its way to Jammer. Spins around, distributes to DeCesare. Backhanded for Thornton. He'll walk the blue. Fires a shot, blocked by a stick. Notzel looked to get it, but he was down low, and this is going to be a clear penalty. Chad Notzel cross-checked right in the face. We'll see what the official signal is here. But the Bulldogs will head off to the power play just about 2.5 minutes in. It's a high stick that will go against Matthew Cole. Bulldogs skate into this game with a 38.3 power play percentage. Lakers 77.67 on the PK. Here's a quick shot from the wide side. Just travels wide. Gajewski, a stutter step. Nolan with a shot. Deflected. Travels down low. Lakers are able to clear for the moment. 20 seconds tick off the clock. Sheldon Nolan will carry. Starts the breakout, drops it back. It's Smith. Quick move. Shimmies towards the side. Here's a redirection in front. And a nice save from Devin Nadal.
Especially for that being his first look, as that was a first shot on goal for either side 3 minutes into the game.
Surprised they didn't count the dump in from before. We had one earlier on DeContney's, but not up on the board, just 1-0 on the shot clock. Here's a redirection in front and a nice pad stop from Nadal. Picked up the loose rebound to Cesare. A backhand dish up top. Goes to the center point. Nolan rips one. Deflected into the netting.
It's going to be really hard to get through Nadal. I mean, in the last 5 games, he's got a .924 save percentage. On the season, it's around a .913, but especially in this last 6-game win streak, he's been looking really, really good for the Lakers.
Nadal 14-5-1 on the year, as well as his 2.55 GAA. So getting the majority of the workload as he gets a start here tonight. 2 nice stops on the power play just recently. Thornton bobbled it. Kept it in, though. Good effort. Spate looking for a lane. Now it's to Thornton. Rips one. Deflected off of somebody in front as it's moved towards the left side corner. David Dell pressured hard. Jammer scoops that one up. Up top for Schaumburger. Too much muscle on that pass. Lakers get to it first. It's cleared out with 25 seconds left to go on the power play.
It's been overall a good kill for the Lakers. See if Adrian can do anything else.
Spates. Backhand saucer, a little bit ahead of Dell, but he's got room to get to it. But it's touched up first by Clayton Senti. And with 5 seconds left to go in the power play, that'll just about do it for the 5-on-4. So we head back to even strength. Takedown. And when one penalty ends, another one starts. The Bulldogs are going to go to the kill here. Not exactly what you want if you're Gary Astalis' Bulldogs. Justin Jamer, 2 minutes for a hold as he's whistled down. Gives us enough time to take a look at the power play for Grand Valley. Also a strong percentage at 30.11 on the year. Penalty killing for the Bulldogs at 90%.
Strong PK.
Armstrong looks to clear, able to do so. This travels all the way down. Nadeau will stop it with the stick. Leaves it off. Miscommunication there for a moment. Mont will get to it once more, lifted back the other way.
If Armstrong just kept on going after the puck, he might have had an easy tap and goal there.
Yeah, it looks like the netminder and his defenseman weren't talking properly on that play. We continue on nonetheless. That slap shot it up the wall, but kept in. Good takeaway from Sam Spate as he looks to go off the races. Hatcher with the through the legs attempt, unsuccessful as this is towards the front, bouncing towards the Contneys. No shot. Here's Suzo. Couldn't handle it. That puck coughed up. Spate tried to stab it free. Almost had a step. Minute gone by on the 5-on-4.
You gotta watch out for Spate, and he's got 3 penalty kill goals when he comes off the ice.
Right side corner. That was the captain in Haggerty. Nice shot block from Armstrong as that point shot taken. The Contneys will get a shoulder on the backhand and will cover up with the glove.
Most important thing on the PK is getting into the shooting lanes. ACHA did a great job there of just fully eating that puck like it was his dinner.
That's something that the Bulldogs do great. They're such a weathered team, not afraid to lay the body down when they have to. This is slapped for in the right corner. Toth with the step up, Armstrong. A backhand floater all the way down. 10 seconds left, 5-on-4 before we go back to even strength. And we'll see after this penalty if we can remain even strength for a little bit longer than just about 10 seconds. Saw 2 penalties back-to-back earlier. Out of the box, Justin Jammer. Straight to the ice, looks to make a play. Toth with a pass that takes a bump. Camilla will fight for it. Forces it to the corner. Weidman to chase after. Chassie. Swiping it there is Camilla, playing it as Nadeau. Left it back behind the play for Fuchea. Nice move made there by Terpstra. Towards the center lane, moved out of harm's way. This is going to be sent all the way down and likely for an icing, which is what we see. 12:50 left to go in the first period. Game still tied at 0 in the early stages of this first period. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman here on ACTV.
Yeah, 2 looks on each side on the power play, trying to gain some type of momentum. But hopefully this 5-on-5 will stick for a little bit longer.
Bulldogs with a hard schedule as of late. Played Liberty University in a 2-game away series out in Virginia last week. Split that series 1-1 as here's a shot. Sticked all the way up into the netting. Bulldogs lost the first one in heartbreaking defeat 4-3 in regulation. And then won the second one 4-2.
That first game, they were down 3-0 and climbed all the way back and just got an unlucky bounce for that 4th goal, the game winner. It was a definite heartbreak, like you said.
Grand Valley playing all teams that Adrian College has seen this season and beaten in the University of Toledo, Roosevelt, as well as Davenport. So on paper, we'd like to argue that the Bulldogs have the odds in their favor. But Grand Valley, one of those sneaky teams that you got to watch out for every season. Number 15 currently in the ACHA D1 rankings. Was a lot higher last year and the season prior. Not getting some of the results that they might have hoped for this season, but still a pretty solid squad.
They're led by their 2 grad students that are just over a point per game, and that looks like that would be a penalty for a trip on Gajewski.
And Gajewski is down in some pain. Got a knee-to-knee collision there. So this will be a call, and the Bulldogs back to the power play. But we're going to step away just for a second for a quick injury timeout. Welcome back inside Arrington Ice Arena. Dylan Gajewski escorted off to the bench area. Will receive some medical attention. Seems to be okay. But the Bulldogs to the power play at the 11:50 mark in the first period. 0 for 1 so far. As Thornton will get it off the draw. Schomburger steps in, fires. Glove save made by Nadeau. Nice snap of the leather.
Gave a tap to a jammer afterwards, telling him it was a good screen, but my glove's just a little bit better.
Justin Jammer, not somebody that you want in front of your sight of vision as a netminder. 6'3", 210 pounds, the sophomore from Nepean, Ontario. As we'll see what he can do in front of the net. Here's a quick shot from Dell, stick to side. The second chance eaten up once again by Nadeau as the Bulldogs start to put the pressure on.
You know, a different look on this second unit here. The freshman Dell, along with Thornton. Forward turn defenseman and Schomburger, as Matter was out for a little bit. You got him back. Off the draw.
Spate pushes it back towards the left side corner. Tied up for a moment. Puck battle ensues. It's broken loose. Thornton to Schomburger. Back up top is Thornton. Here's the one drive from Dell. A high riser, but no dice. Dell with a backhand. Back to Thornton, left side. Over to the right is Schomburger. Now to Dell, who's open, but couldn't hold on to the pass. A little bit too much speed on that one. Schomburger again. Back to Dell. Switches with Thornton. Spate looks to receive a pass. It's tipped away from him. Picked back up by Schomburger. Sauce to the top. Here's Thornton to Dell. Top of the circle. Thornton in center to Dell. In the lane, fires and scores! David Dell on the power play, 1-0 Bulldogs.
You want to talk about a great screen in front of the net by Jammer. Talking about his height and his weight. I mean, Nadal could not even see that puck as we get a nice replay here. Puck comes around. Goes back and forth for a little bit, and then Dell will eventually get this puck in that screen in front of the net. I mean, you just can't even see that puck. An easy 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs.
And it looked like it was a self-screen from Grand Valley's Jackson Collard. So not the bounce that you want as a goalie when your own player steps in your way. But the Bulldogs and David Dell taking advantage, 1-0, 10:25 left to go in the first period. This dump in on net. DeContenys will have to stop it with the glove.
I mean, besides the power play that the Lakers had, I mean, I haven't seen any pressure around in the defensive zone for the Bulldogs at all. If you're a Laker, you need to get just some sustainable pressure in the zone, trying to turn this game around as it is already 1-0.
The nice part about the Adrian side is they have so many guys that are shooters. So you never really know where the puck is going to come from unless you do your homework. But for the most part, everybody can pick up a biscuit and absolutely rip it. So you got to be careful at all times. And I would have to agree with you. Lakers certainly need to watch out for their defensive zone coverage. See what happens as time goes by. It's breakouts. Stopped quickly by Notzel, who got in between a lane. Another pick from the Cesare as he dumps in. On the forehand is Nadal. Up the wing, Klahasi. Thornton with some speed. Nice edge work as he spins away. He'll do it again. Outlet pass. DeGiulio to Smith on sides. Looking for the tip was DeGiulio. Good setup from Sebastian Smith. Poke check from Toth. Every time there's a puck that goes the Lakers' way, it seems like there's a yellow sweater to follow it.
I mean, that's just how the Bulldogs play. They're going to hound you. They're going to give them no time and space to do anything, and the puck's eventually going to be in the back of your net before you even know it.
Cameron Armstrong wears an A on his sweater. Couldn't get a play going there as Wood sends it back on his own net. Lindback looks to get it out. Hunter Allen presses LT as he spins around. Spate over for Armstrong. Took an awkward shake. McLaughlin trying to fire a pass. Skating up with it is Summerfield. On net, DeContenys with the stop. 8:13 left to go here in the first period.
You got to watch out for Nick Sutherland. He's been doing really well as of late. He's got 11 points in his last 5 games for the Lakers, the senior. He's one of the top line, and it's just somebody you got to watch out for if you're a defense of the Bulldogs.
Nick Summerfield, 27 games this year, 11 goals, 14 assists for 25 points. Third in points on the team, right behind Zach Borchardt at 27 and Shane Haggerty at 30. This puck sent in between the hash marks, stopped swiftly as Summerfield looking to skate it up. Klahasi all the way up at center ice, tipping it in, no icing because of the tip from Sam Leachel. This is Nathaniel Motz, outstretched hand, commanding the troops. Waits for the right time to move this puck. Fake play there, off to the boards, intended for Allen, but a hop, skip, and a bounce ahead of his reach. They'll do it again. This is Ethan McLaughlin. This time takes the left side as he goes off the glass and gets it to Spate. Moved over for Armstrong. Now to Allen, breaks his way through traffic. Fends off a reversal. Tied up in the corner. Both sides trying to dig it out. 2-on-2. As Talaire will win it free. Left side point. Here's Nolan with a shot. Now towards the slot. Allen looking to pick it up. Couldn't fire the shot. His stick was tied up in a knot. Spate lost it along the boards. It's dumped in by Borchardt. And we have some extra activity behind the play. Can't see it on camera. But Spate looked like he was playing a game of leapfrog right there. Was underneath a man. And Jackson Collard, and a hard hit on Duke Allen. He'll skate back off, get some repairs. Thornton with 2 nice hits along the boards. This is over for Notzel. One-handed, pokes it free. Good skill, right side wing, puts it on, looking for the top corner, but it's sent into the netting. 5:49 is all that we have in the first period.
I mean, with this Bulldog team, there's just so much speed. And every single forward can just wheel around every single one of these defensemen so far. The Bulldogs just look like the better team throughout, Herms.
One of the fastest lines in all of the ACHA, not this line that's out currently, but Hunter Allen, Sam Spate, and Cameron Armstrong. Some speedy players, like you mentioned, and they utilize it very well, and why they find themselves as some of the higher point getters this season and in seasons prior. Toth to Notzel has the Cesare in front. Skimming it up the boards to Toth. Across the blue to Dell. Puts it off the boards, took a funky bounce. And it's pushed away. David Dell will have to restart things as a late icing call is made. So no change for the Grand Valley Lakers.
I love that play from Dell there. He had no angle at the front of the net. Oh, his eyes were shut down. And he just banks one off the boards. Unexpectedly goes right in the front of the net and almost could have had a goal there for the Bulldogs. There's a high IQ play by Dell.
In the draw, it's Jackson Terpstra and Mateo DiGiulio. So you can win it free here. Julio gets it back to Smith. Put on net looking for McLaughlin as he stepped off the blue. Almost tipped that one home. Gajewski back out to the ice. Looks to be okay. When he drew that penalty earlier, the knee-to-knee contact. McLaughlin, quick pass for Smith. He's got some room. And a save made by Nadal. Got it with the glove, bobbled it for a moment, but holds on. Nice save from Devin Nadal.
He's looked good so far. And even with that one goal, I mean, he didn't even get to see the puck on that power play goal from the Bulldogs, but he's looked very, very solid as this game continues on.
Power play goals certainly are tough because you have the odds stacked against you, so that's typically one of those goals that you can really say could be an excusable goal, especially with the way that the play carried out once the Bulldogs scored. Traveling down low. This is Senti. Angled into the boards. Smith looks to get to DiGiulio. Dumped back in. I feel like the Lakers playing a lot of dump and chase in this game so far.
They're playing that 1-2-2 where they just have a guy sit in front of the net. It just allows the Bulldogs to just change like they just did now. They're going to set up, and it's just going to be an easy breakout for them.
Lifted out to center. Glove down by Wood. Back to McLaughlin. A back step on his left circle. Hatcher with an extra effort to keep things going in the O-zone. Looking towards the front. Took a bounce off a shin pad. Now towards the center lane. Weidman fighting for it. Can't come away with it. Malt to McLaughlin. Lifted back the other way. Defensive change. Nolan and Thornton, the replacements. Diagonal pass upwards. Hits off the skate of Borchardt, and he did not cross over the center ice red line, as we'll get an icing with 3:28 left to go in the first period.
When you usually play that 1-2-2, it's either it's late in the game and you're up by maybe a goal or two, and you're just wanting to burn out the rest of the clock, not let anything up. The other time is when you know the other team is faster and better than you, and you just have to hold them and hope that they mess up on the breakout and you get an odd-man chance to try to bury one early.
How do you account for the speed and skill that the Bulldogs have? As a quick shot there, the rebound, still on top, as we'll continue. Hold that thought. Nolan with a shot. It was blocked. We'll see if Hatcher can keep it in. Taken down, and it exits the zone. Two good chances for the Bulldogs, but couldn't convert.
Well, to answer your question, Herms, is exactly what they're doing. They have to hold that 1-2-2, make sure the defensemen know where their guys are, because we've already had one play where the forward just leaked in. I think it was Spate that just leaked in right behind the defenseman and had a breakaway opportunity. So you have to keep the guys in front of you and make sure that you're stopping them before they catch all that speed.
Once you're getting to the offensive zone, too, haven't seen too many opportunities for the Lakers. Only 3 shots at this point in the game. What are you doing when you're setting up in the O-zone?
I mean, you need to either cycle the puck or just get down and deep and dirty. I mean, it's just as simple as that. The only way you're going to really score against this Bulldog team is some dirty goals in front of the net, just ones that just don't look pretty, but they're still a goal. That's the only way you're going to find them against this Bulldog squad.
I like the strategy of picking up loose change in front. Starts with your point men up top of the blue line. Got to send some junk on net to see maybe if you can catch a bounce.
And especially hard to do with the Bulldogs as they block a ton of shots, like we've already mentioned.
Head coach Gary Astalos, one of the smartest coaches in ACHA D1, has so many plays for so many different situations on the ice. Offensive zone, breakouts, power play, penalty kill, you name it. And that's why he's been so successful, and all of his teams have had positive results season in and season out. As we reach the 2-minute mark, just about 2:10 left. David Dell, the lone goal on the power play so far from Brody Thornton and Sam Spate. Hunter Allen circles around. Oh, and he's hit hard into the boards. Nice step there. 2-on-2 race. Summerfield. Drop back for light goal. Backhanded, stopped by DeContney's. Slid it over into the corner. Notzel, nearing his blue, will have to get this puck. Toth equalizes a pass. And now this is the Notzel. Plays it on one hand. Backhand towards the front. Rebound stays out. Nice 2 saves from Nadeau. McLaughlin Amat shovels it in. Jammer with a hard hit there. And some incidental contact. I don't think we're going to see a penalty, but Jammer might have lost his footing. He sent a hard hit on Owen Limback.
I really don't know what that whistle was for. It's an odd whistle, but we're going to get an offensive zone draw for the Bulldogs. I mean, we'll take that any day of the week.
Not a bad spot to be in with little time left to go in the first. Game still at 1-0. Mott had to quickly send a shot on net, but it was well wide. The Cesare locked in behind the net. Terpstra gets fought on there by De Cesare. McLaughlin. A small floater as Notzel hit hard by McAleer. Sending it in once more is McLaughlin. Left to right rim. Carson Wood drops it back for Limback. This splits a pair of D as Mott using the muscle to get to that puck. Here's Smith. Good pass to Gajewski. He'll pick up the pace. Has DiGiulio racing in. Pulls up. Moves it over for Smith. Tried to go for the stick check to get the twig down in time. Kneading lost it to DiGiulio. Sent back for McLaughlin. Now to Mott. DiGiulio once more. 7 seconds left to go in the first, maybe one last rush as Smith tips it in. 2 seconds and 1. And that is going to do it for the end of the first period. Only 1 goal scored in that stanza, that being David Dell on the power play at 9:16. His 4th of the year, assisted by Brody Thornton and Sam Spate. Thornton's 15th assist and Spate's 24th. I thought overall that was a pretty solid period from both sides. The Bulldogs always in high gear. And Grand Valley looking to have to figure out what their strategy is going to be. What do you think the adjustments need to be made here for the start of the second period?
I mean, honestly, the Lakers are playing how they want to play. They want to keep this game low scoring as much as possible. Only 1 goal. I think that's more on the hands of Nadal than anything else. He's made some really, really great saves. But just some offensive pressure is what the Lakers need. It seemed like all Adrian throughout this 20 minutes. But I don't know. They need something, Herms. They need something.
Lakers looking to find a bounce. Bulldogs looking to strike a couple more times. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman here on ACTV. Second period coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on Adrian College TV.
There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Welcome back inside Arrington Ice Arena. 20 minutes down, 40 more still to go. The Grand Valley State University Lakers and your Adrian College Bulldogs here from Arrington Ice Arena on Thursday night ACHA D1 hockey. My name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Tyler Ackerman. 1-0 the score after the first stanza. David Dell with the lone tally. What did you see after 20, Tyler?
I've seen a lot of yellow with the puck and not a lot of blue with the puck. Lakers decided to go to a 1-2-2, and so far Adrian has been dominant, and they've been able to break out the puck, sustain pressure in the offensive zone, and only the score is 1-0 because of the goaltending of the Lakers. Nadal has been fantastic for them.
20 minutes will go back onto the score clock. Center ice draw, 5-on-5, even strength hockey. And once again, we are underway from the AIA as DeGiulio wins the opening draw. Gajewski lifts it in, bounces over the stick of Smith as he'll chase after it. Ripped up the half wall. Gajewski with a bump there. Travels all the way to Sheldon Nolan. Left side point, now down low. Puts a shot on and just skitters wide. It'll exit out. Thornton and DeGiulio, the two men back to get it. Haggerty will pressure him, forces him to make a play. And this tipped off a glove from what it looked like on the Grand Valley bench. So I think face-off will be in the neutral zone.
Yeah, I think that went off the backup tendy's glove. What went off the stanchion weirdly. Nonetheless, we got a neutral zone draw coming up.
Far side on the draw, pushed off the circle. Near DeContin's, didn't have to make a save, but extended the twig to move it towards the corner. This is off for a speeding Armstrong. Fights with Senti. Gets a reversal on the touch-up. Now to Allen, trying to fire. Blocked in front. Toth. The floater is gloved down and handled by Summerfield. Backhand pass broken up. Sizzo. Along the way for Allen. Couldn't control it. Dell will lift in as he gets a hard hit there late after the play by Summerfield. There was a whistle. I'm not exactly sure what it was for. Maybe it was offsides. It looked like Summerfield got scared that it was a penalty for a second.
Yeah, I thought it was a penalty for a second too. I mean, it was a late hit, but it wasn't something absolutely outrageous. But it was indeed offsides, like you said, Ern.
Neutral zone draw once more. DeCesare can't win that one back as he was opposed by Talaire. Backwards pass, intercepted, sent back down by McLaughlin. He's had a couple of really nice shifts here in this game. Off the boards and staying in with an extra effort from DeCesare. Skates towards the front. Whistles one back to the right point. Mott to McLaughlin. Puts one on. Jammer in front. Tried to move it over to an open Notzel. Can't get it to go. Here's another chance. Kicked out by the pad of Nadal. Picking up the pace. It's Borchardt. And offsides is going to be called. There was a hit on the blue. I think Mott just got some incidental contact there. Doesn't look like anything will be penalized out of this play.
A lot of yapping going on right now between two sides. There was an icing called. Pick Dutch draw. They're still trying to figure out what's going on. The Lakers got 7 guys on the ice.
Finally, they make their changes, subtracting 2. And yapping certainly will be apparent in this game. Both of these schools have a history with one another, have had some really tight games in the past. Divisional rivals. Shot from the point, off the pad of Nadal. Lakers will get it deep. Behind the play is Nolan. This puck is off for Camilla. He gets a hard hit from behind. Could have argued for a cross check there, but nothing will be made. Thornton steps in, tries to lift it out. Camilla on the extra attempt, gets it to Hatcher, who makes a nice move. What a play from Hatcher! All the way in! He scores! How about that? Nash Hatcher with a goal of the year candidate. It's 2-0.
Oh my ew. That was absolutely disgusting. First a shot block by Camila, and then Nash Hatcher just goes to work here. Think he's out of the play. Nope, I'm grabbing that right back. Yep, in between the legs. See you later. 2 yucky.
Nash Hatcher extends the lead at 17-20 to 2-0. Someone's got to send that clip to the hockey house.
I am speechless from that. That was insane. The ability to grab with the backhand, just be able to grab it back, and then go a little forehand, backhand, 5-hole. Just absolutely disgusting.
We continue on with a little bit more buzz in this building now. Good play from Smith to try and take it away in the corner, but can't get it done. As Thrall will pick up. Right side wing. Fuchea angled off into the boards. Gajewski down to one knee. Gets the soak in front. Wood. And he fires a shot. Gajewski, a little 1960s goalie move on that block there. A little two-pad stack.
Coming from just got hit in the knee a period ago, and it takes two right off the knee. You want to talk about playing for your team right there, selling out to make two stops in a 2-0 hockey game. That's exactly what Gary loves to see.
Dylan Gajewski was an impressive freshman last year and has continued his campaign here at Adrian College with another fantastic season up to this point. 28 games played, now 29. 16 goals and 22 assists for 38 points. Third on the team in that category. Skating up, denied by McLaughlin, was Summerfield. Icing the call with 15:47.
And when you're scoring that many points, sometimes it's just offensive-minded only, Herms, but making two big blocks. I mean, you're up by 2, just scoring an absolute nasty goal by Hatcher. And the Lakers have a little bit of opportunity, and Gajewski just shuts the door with 2 great blocks.
Play is put up into the netting.
Summerfield thought he could grab that puck when it was already on the outside and put it back in like the linesman didn't see it at all, but linesman had it under control, and that play will be face-off drop on the outside.
Neutral zone draw. Tied up on the dot for a second. Stabbed free by DeCesare. Bulldogs will go to work. Here's McLaughlin. Nice pass up the lane for DeCesare, looking for the backhand, but he's denied as he's shoved off into the left side post, and some more pushing and shoving after the whistle.
You could almost call a hold on that play. Seemed like the right arm of DeCesare was stuck in the Laker defender. Oh, they're taking it outside the neutral zone draw. Interesting.
In neutral ice, Mott tries to dump it in, blocked by the backside of Caleb Needing. Back the other way is Mott. Slap pass to Jammer. Take down behind the play. Shot high and out on net. Nadeau stops it for a moment. Lost the other way for DeCesare. Down low. Can't get anything going as Aiden McAleer drops back for Mott. Extended shift for him. Pump fake. And sent down low. Broken stick. Right by the hash mark. And a bad pass there. Escapes the grasp of Mott. But that's sent the other way by DeContin's. Over to Weidman, puts a shot on. The rebound just wide. Weidman right back to it. Hack and a whack, and he gets it loose. Another shot into the glove of Nadal as he gets a whistle.
I think Camilo was looking for Nash Hatcher's stick there on their last opportunity. Just went wide. The Laker defenseman just barely lifted Hatcher's stick. He almost had two in what seems like 5 minutes of play.
Camilla swiping the draw away. There's a little flip pass intended for Cole. Nolan worked into the glass. Some pushing and shoving going on. This is turned over on the blue. Here's a shot. Ringing the iron from the point was Clahassie. Oh, that had some heat on it.
And seems like the only way the Lakers can get anything going is off of an Adrian turnover. And that was a little pizza up the middle of the ice. And luckily just rang the iron, Herms.
Brian Clahassie with a ripper from the point. And that should be the strategy, I'd like to say, for the Lakers here. Try and utilize your points when you set up in the offensive zone. We talked about it a little bit in the first period. It seems like they struggle with getting to the higher percentage scoring areas closer towards the net front. So if you have defensemen who have strong shots, you might as well use them.
Especially with Clahassie. I mean, he's their leading point getter for the defenseman. He's got 19 and 26. This will be his 27th game of play. Junior. As you said, Herms, low to high, get people in front of the net, make it hard for the attendee to see. You might find yourself back into this hockey game.
This puck finds its way to Smith, dropped back, and a nice save, kept out. Great stop from Nadal on the one-timer in the slot from DiGiulio. He's got a heavy shot. This is all the way down, maybe an icing, and it's called. DiGiulio thought he got there, and the Bulldog bench does not like that, but they'll have to live with it nonetheless. As we get the whistle with 13:15 remaining in the second.
I also felt like Clahassie had a chance to play that puck and just let it go right past him. Gary not so happy, but we got a defensive zone draw here for the Bulldogs.
DiGiulio on the draw win. Here's a saucer for Gajewski. But DiGiulio gets there first. A little spin move poke check. Taken away up top by Smith. Now the Lakers in transition. Suzio. A stick handle and a dump in. Wood eagerly waiting a biscuit. He gets it. Left point, puts it right back where it was. Lakers trying to draw something up. Long shot taken, save made by DeContenys. Might have gotten a piece of it. Didn't hear any contact from up here in the booth. A little bit hard to hear with the headphones on. Smith tries to play the bounce, but it's taken away by Gajewski. Just barely onsides. With speed is Fuchea. There's Borchardt. Try to center a feed in the slots for Talaire. Couldn't get that one to go. Here's Dugallen for Armstrong. Looking to push a feed in the middle. Mott to McLaughlin on the left circle. Soft shot goes wide. Slap shot off the shoulder and into the netting. Nice save through traffic from Devin Nadal.
That was a nice shot by McLaughlin. Luckily, Nadal got a shoulder on it as it was a high riser coming into him. That puck is stuck into the netting, and won't be getting that back anytime soon.
Bulldogs with 7 shots in this first 9 or so minutes to the Lakers 2. As it's been all Adrian College thus far. Here's a pickup from Talaire. Hems it into his zone. Tried to hit up Cole. McLaughlin to Schomburger. Little shove on the end wall. Mott back to it. Tried to put it ahead of Armstrong. Caught the stanchion up top. Both teams allowed to change, but a whistle.
Going to be interesting to see if the Lakers can continue to go low to high. They had a little bit of pressure on the Bulldogs for a little bit by going low to high, get some chances in front of the net, 2 tips, but nothing so far.
Keating is going to have to take a back step as Notzel gave it along. He'll skate it through. Turned it over underneath the red line to Keating. Thornton, a drive, blockered away. Back to the point. Nolan with a chance. Notzel with the redirection as he was hooked a little bit there. Nolan back to it, fires, just wide. The Cesare. Bulldogs with sustained offense. Thornton just barely keeps it in. Scrapes it off of the blue. Jammer back to Notzel. Nolan with a shot, just goes wide. Thornton playing it out of midair. Now towards the front, loose, and it's covered up. And touched by the Lakers, I believe. The Bulldogs about to head back to the power play. We'll see what the signal is here and who's escorted to the box. Holding is the call. And Caleb Keating back to it.
You got a tired defenseman out there. They've been out there for a long time. You got the long change in the second period. It is all the factors turned into making a mental mistake. It is holding Thornton as he tries to drive the net. And now you got the Bulldogs power play coming at you.
Adrian 1 for 2 tonight. David Dell converting on one of those attempts. Nolan to Gajewski, hammers one. That one well wide though. Nolan off to Smith. Goes down low. Limback steps in. The Cesare trying to work it loose. Good strip from Gajewski. Couple of ticks. Here's the Julio. Nice save. The rebound blocked. Back towards the slot. Here's the Julio. Again, it's blocked in front. Loose. Nobody knows where it is as it's back towards the top. Good sequence of shot blocking and extended shooting. Smith steps his way through. Fires wide. Glove side. Looking for the top corner. Gajewski. Drop pass for Nolan. 1:07 remaining on the power play. Gajewski gets it back at the point. Fires, and once again, blocked in front. Another soak from Matthew Cole. Staring down the shooter. That is Sam Lachel. Gajewski trying to send one on net. Tipped by a stick and up to the netting. A whistle that the Lakers definitely need after the last minute and 10 seconds.
It's been just sustained pressure on this power play. But a shot blocking ability from the Lakers defense as well as the Dow just showing up as usual that he's done so far this game.
We'll wait for the draw. Finally, it's taken. New power play unit out for the home team. New penalty killing unit for the away team. Spate down low to Schaumburger. Tipped off a stick and into the netting. We'll pause once again. We'll see where this draw is taken. I don't know if a Laker got a piece of it, and it looks like it was. So the Bulldogs will remain in the offensive zone. Good opportunity for Spate to win it back. He's opposed by Gage Thrall on the other side. Face-off win for the team in yellow. Schaumburger hugs the outside. Down low for Spate, towards the middle. The one time on one knee was Jammer, couldn't get it to go. And a bad giveaway as Josh Shuzio will skate things up. 15 seconds left to go in the power play. A number of really good chances for Adrian College, but just can't quite put it home. David Dell off the yellow kick plate, stays in by the stick of Thornton. Point shot blocked in front. Out of the box now is Keating as he'll skate back to the bench to get a change. fire drill for the Bulldogs as they get everybody out and replaced. Wood taken away from him by Weidman. 2-on-3. He fires a shot, blocked, now towards the front, lost his twig. Looked straight to the official, thought he might have gotten a call. Talaire with McLaughlin 1-on-1. Beating his way through is Camilla. Near side corner, trying to hit up Weidman. Taken away by Haggerty. 7:24 left to go in this second period from Arrington Ice Arena. Bulldogs leading the Grand Valley State University Lakers 2-0. Right corner, it's Haggerty. Up top to the point. D is Senti. Puts a shot on, blocked. That's Camilla. Little Mario jump there as he worked it free. And a giveaway on the left side. Centering over, diving there. Swiping it out of harm's way. Another shot, they score! Just like that, things back within reach. Brian Clahassey makes it 2-1 with 6:45 left to go in the second.
It's all started from a turnover in the defensive zone. Herms just can't be able to get this puck out. And it's just scramble mode for the Bulldogs. Everybody's all just sliding all over the place. Clahassey just takes the puck, fires it. Looks like a screen in front of the net. Looked like McLaughlin screened his own goalie.
That's one of those instances where you cannot get lost in the play in your defensive zone. When a team isn't shooting as much as the Bulldogs are, certainly have to be careful. And things a little bit closer than they were before. DeGiulio with a quick shot. 2 saves made by Nadal. Standing on his head. Borchardt exits, and somebody just got hit in the helmet as there is a sticker. That looks like a Bulldog sticker that's off the brain bucket. Is that Matteo DeGiulio?
That indeed would be. You know who I haven't seen in a while is Allen. I haven't seen Allen ever since he took that hit. I have not seen him come back out on the ice. I don't know if he's off of the trainer, but I don't see him on the bench either. So that's something to think about if you are a Bulldog fan.
Here's a puck that finds its way to Matthew Cole. Ripped on net, stopped by the glove of DeContenys. Played off the glass. 3-on-2 if the Bulldogs can hurry. Moved quickly for Spate. Armstrong in the center, looking to get one there. Stick checked before he could get his twig down. This one the length, no icing as it's waved off. Good hustle from Matthew Cole. And you know, I find it interesting, we talked about it a little bit before. Brian Clahassey had a shot that he scored on from that right side point, and before, earlier in the game, had that shot from the point that hit the iron.
Yeah.
So they might look to him for a couple of shots as this game progresses.
I mean, they are the leading scoring defenseman for the Lakers. Everything goes through him, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just start feeding him the puck more. As you said before, as you almost had a chance to go in, and as somebody just took down. As I was saying, that and an icing will be called. But low to high, shots on net. That's what the Lakers need to do, and that's how they score their goal. They have only 8 shots on net, one of them finding the back of the net. That's how they play. They play for the turnovers. They'll keep it close with their great goaltending, their great shot blocking ability. And it's going to be a tough one for Adrian.
Bulldogs possess it as there's a shot in front. Notzel gets to that one. It's 3-1.
We were talking about going low to high and getting shots on net for the Lakers. Well, the Bulldogs exactly do that. Mott walks the line, makes a nice little move, skirts by. Notzel just picks up the rebound. And it's 3-1 Adrian.
Just like that, Bulldogs regain their 2-goal lead. In the late stages of this frame as Jammer, big hit along the boards on Senti. Notzel tries to follow suit, but is taken down. Jammer will get one right back from Senti. Might see some more contact. Here's Notzel again towards the front. Oh, and they just put it wide. DeCesare had the open net, and I wasn't sure if Notzel or DeCesare touched it, but somebody there ever so close to making it 4-1. But Hatcher will get this puck. Floats one towards the middle. Picked up by Senti, who's had a long shift. Here's Lachel ahead of Dell, tied up with Suzio. Nash Hatcher picking up his 2 feet. Dumps it in instead of makes a move. Hit into the boards. He'll tie it up with his skate. Here's Cole. Diagonally upwards, intended for Borchardt. Over for Tolaire. Toth. This is lifted down as Collard is first to it. Thornton with a nice move. Looks to help his team break out. Gets it to the captain, Matteo DiGiulio. Looks like he was attempting for a through-the-legs move, but couldn't get it done the way he wanted to draw it up. Smith with some speed as he gets to it. We'll go 1-on-3, looking for support as he's checked into the boards. All the way down, icing is the call.
That icing is just throw it up and give me a few seconds to breathe, as this line has been out there for at least a minute and a half as the Lakers. Adrian College would love to capitalize with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to make it 4-1 before going into the period.
This is a staple of this Bulldog squad. Hem your team into their defensive zone and just tire them out. Hold on to possession for as long as you can and keep firing away. And when you're chipping away at a rock, eventually you're going to get it to break. And they've done that so far. Lakers still without a change. Smith. Can't get anything going. No icing. Toth with a couple of chops. Small pass. This is up for Smith as he's well off sides. And as whistled down, will take the draw at the opposite end.
That top line, they love to try to get behind the defenseman. Unfortunately, Smith was a little bit too behind as he was a little bit off sides there, Herms. The puck will go back down for a defensive zone draw.
2:05 left to go here in this second period. Face-off is pushed back to the top of the circle. Left side corner. Stopped there. Mott with some good defense. Trying to help his team get it out. They do. Armstrong moves it over for Schomburger, whose shot goes wide. Back to Spate. A backhand pass. Work to the point. Long shot. Sticked into the netting. Good save from Nadal. Saw it all the way from Blade to Blade as he put it up top. 90 seconds is what we have here in the second period.
To follow up on my mark on Allen, you can see him at the side of the boards with half of his gear off. So he looks to be at least done for the period, maybe for the game. Not what you want to see.
Here's Mott. Move down low, Jammer. This one deadlocked on the back of the netting. Nobody can get it. Notzel with a shove. Knocks it free. Up to Mott. Spinning and lost it. Tried to step through with that shoulder. Under 60 seconds to play in the second period. And his own is Clahassie. Fired over for Mott. Jammer in neutral. Was hoping he was going to catch one. Carson Wood. Tie up in front of the benches. Seen a couple of these in the late stages of this period where the puck will travel towards the boards and somebody from one side will lock it up. And not sure how legal that play was there. It looked like there was a glove on top of the puck, but officials decide not to blow it dead and let time expire as it's sent out, and that's going to do it for the second period. 40 minutes gone, 20 still left in regulation. Bulldogs holding on to their lead here, 3-1 as we skate things into the third period. 2 goals in the frame. First by the Bulldogs from Nash Hatcher, and the other from Brian Clahassie. I think Grand Valley has done a great job of staying in this game despite being the notable underdog.
Yeah, they've really come down to just bear down in the defensive zone. I mean, Nadal has played out of his mind so far, even though he's let up 3, and just the defensive zone pressure of just blocking all these shots coming in. I mean, even on both sides, the block shots are very prominent for each side.
40 minutes gone in this one. 20 still to go. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman. Bulldog hockey on ACTV.
firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrate each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Welcome back inside Arrington Ice Arena. Grand Valley State University Lakers and your Adrian College Bulldogs both skating back out to the ice as we get set for the third and final regulation frame of this contest in ACHA Division I play. My name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Tyler Ackerman. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on Adrian College TV. 4 goals in total, 3 for the Bulldogs, 1 for the Lakers. 3 coming in that last second period. Nash Hatcher got things going at 2:40 in the second, followed by Brian Klahassi at 13:50, and shortly after, Chad Notzel got the 2-goal lead back for the boys in the yellow, black, and white. Bulldogs are going to close this one out. What do you think they're going to have to do here?
I mean, they're playing great hockey. They just need to find the net, back in the net a little bit more. Dow has been standing on his head for the Lakers. It easily could be a 6-1 game, but currently it's only 3-1. More goals. That's what the Bulldogs need, more goals.
We'll see if they can do just that. Center ice face-off, 20 minutes on the score clock. Some slapping at the draw. Smith and Fuchea as they're separated for a moment, and we are underway once again at the AIA. Seen a lot more physicality from Sebastian Smith as of late, not noted for his body check and hard style of play, but past couple of games we've seen him get rowdy, and he's done a pretty great job of it.
I mean, you got two rivals just going at it. Anything pretty much flies half the time.
This is swiped and met by Gajewski. DeGiulio with a hard one. Little knuckle puck action as it heads towards the ice. DeGiulio rips it up top for Thornton. Good pass from him to Nolan. Put on net, kicked aside. Good save from Nadal. Another chance. Wide of the net. This puck tipped off the glass. Played down on the glove by Thornton as he received a shove but was able to keep it in. But that time it's over the blue. He gets tangled up in front of the bench with Haggerty as both will change. Gajewski forwards that one in, and it's taken up by Toth. Dell, the saucer pass, bounces off the left corner and out. Worked deep into the zone by Spate. Top of the circle, here's a shot. That one blocked. Good soak as Armstrong got it right back as a tic-tac play is broken up in the nick of time. Sam Lachel lost it up top. That's Summerfield. Got handcuffed with Toth. Armstrong evades a hit, tries to 360 heel drag there. Specialty play. That close to getting it done. Just dribbled off his stick blade at the last second. Armstrong lost it to Talaire. This one sent through the slots over for Borchardt.
I mean, we already have one highlight reel goal by Hatcher. If that worked out, man, 2 in 1 game, we would have been in for a treat.
De Cesare leaves it back for Mott. His point shot sticked away. Oh, and a bad turnover in front. Save from DeContney's. Got it with the shoulder after a scary turnover. Notzel gives it off for McLaughlin and played into the netting. We'll get the whistle with 17:20 left to go in the third period. And a highlight reel goals is something that the Bulldogs are known for. We've seen a couple this season. We had a play earlier in the season against Ohio University. Jordan Camilla with his impressive face-off win through the legs of an opposing Ohio defender over for Nash Hatcher. And speaking of Nash Hatcher, a highlight reel goal of himself as he stick-handled in a phone booth through the legs here tonight.
They made that look way too easy. Viewers at home will tell you that was way too difficult for him to do so cleanly and nicely.
Sebastian Smith with a Michigan goal this year in Michigan against Michigan Dearborn, and last year, can't forget about the baseball goal.
Yeah, that one was on
Liberty.
ESPN.
Yep. Chad Notzel steps aside and lost an edge there. Ice is slippery, got to be careful. That was Senti. Tried to send it out. Dropped back. Weidman pressures. Camilla right back after it. Nolan thought about stepping up to play it, but decided not to. Over towards the slot. A spinning shot goes wide towards the blocker. Camilla gets a shove, so he can't get back to the puck. This long pass sent down. Icing is called, and 16:09 left to go in the third period.
A lineman take a fall trying to pick up the puck. He looks to be all right as he goes and hands it off. He's having a chuckle about it, per usual.
That's linesman Bill Jones here tonight, a fan favorite amongst the 7 Adrian College hockey teams. Does his fair share of lining as well as head officiating. As this pass is sent into the slots. Couple of hits there, and a loose puck in front. Save from DeContney's. Toth might have gotten it, not sure, but it stays out nonetheless as Camilla races back after it. Toth will have to backstep. This is off as DeContney stopped it with the paddle and leaves it for David Dell, the freshman from White Lake, Michigan. Played his junior hockey with the Protect Ducks in the Eastern Hockey League. Camilla, a fake on the pickup as Hatcher jockeys for it. Hard hit in front of the penalty box for McLaughlin. Mott, long pass, taken away by Summerfield. Walks his way through, wide to the glove. Another chance in front, tipped way over the netting, and out of play.
Gotta watch out for 72 in blue, especially a turnover in your own defensive zone. He can rip the pill. Luckily, it stays a 3-1 hockey game. The Lakers seem to put a little bit more pressure in the offensive zone. We haven't seen that all game leading up until the third period.
Only down by 2, as here's a quick shot, another shot. Hits off the post and stays out. Zach Borchardt went bar down, but not far enough. In transition, Bulldogs will carry the other way. Sent on net, the forced cover up from Devin Adow.
Man, that was close. Went bar down. I first thought it hit back bar until the ref called it off, but you called it perfectly. Bar down and out, not bar down and in. Adrian Bulldogs can say they're a little bit of luck as they take this offensive zone draw.
Spate in the circle as we get the Arrington Ice Arena's best rendition of Sweet Caroline. Always good to see a lively crowd. Fans and students alike showing up for these games. Fun to have the student body attend all the athletic events that we have on campus. So many teams to choose from a variety of different sports. Always well attended too. There's always some kind of game going on somewhere on campus.
Really, and it's always a good game too. Adrian Athletics, very, very, very successful the past couple of years, especially with this men's Division I team.
Hard crunch in the corner. Nolan gets that puck up for Schaumburger. There's a hatchet that works around. Spate took it away. Tries to make a move. Stopped. Notzel to Toth. Opens up. Fires a bouncing tip in front. Goes straight down. Not on target. Limback. Bad pass there as it's taken away from him by Toth. The Cesare held up for a moment. Puck bouncing back and forth between both sides. Looks like each team respectfully having a little bit more difficult time holding on to it for extended periods.
And that usually favors the not as skilled team.
Oh, and here's a centering feed towards the slot jammer. Looking for that one-knee drive. Senti puts it around the boards. Stopped there by Jammer. Gets it out with one hand. Will poke it free. Nice effort. He'll jump around a defender. Makes his way towards the front, but is denied on the entry. Clahassie works it over as Hatcher has been doing a great job of trying to stop those breakouts from the defensive end of the Lakers. Has a goal in this game and trying to earn that hard hat. This is down low for McLaughlin. Now to Weidman, flips one to center. Fresh off the bench is Camilla. taken down, but will get right back up. High off the glass. Thornton fields the ground ball, and this is sent up over the glass and into the netting. Take a whistle with 11:17 left to go in the third period. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman here on ACTV. Happy to have you all join us here this evening.
Seems like the linesmen are trying to figure out where exactly to put face-off draw. They're going to decide on the outside of the neutral zone.
This is pushed back for Limback, who's able to get it up. There's a quick rush, and it's sticked away by DeCotney's. DeGiulio will scan. Likes the passer in Toth. Gets it away as it's spun free. Haggerty. Once again, a dump and chase for the Lakers. You wonder at this point if they'll try and skate a couple of these pucks in, as the dump and chase method just not doing them as well.
They need to find something going for them as they're down 2 with 10 minutes to go.
The other way is Gajewski. Julio will send it off for Gajewski once more. In the slot, puck taken away from him. Julio will take down and step over the top of Summerfield. Playing a game of Twister.
A little disrespect to stepping over somebody as you knock them down. A nice reverse hit from DeGiulio.
Along the glass. This is moved towards the middle and dumped in. Deja vu as the Cottonies will stop it with the stick, but it's given away by Dell. Now towards the slot. Walking in. Here's the shot high over the shoulder. A ripper from Talaire. Had fresh energy straight off of the bench. See if Schomburger can get to this, and he does. Off for Armstrong. Work towards the outside and taking off possession. Belair. Dumps in. Motts straight back after it. On the backhand going the other way. Now to Notzel. He'll go off the high glass and out. Chasing after it is Spate. Notzel gloves it. Gives it back as McLaughlin. Gets it to Jammer. Toe drag shot. Lakers trying to get down. This is icing, and we'll get a whistle with 8:41. Game a little quiet the past couple of minutes. Not too much going on.
Well, it seems like it's just dump and chase by the Lakers. Adrian breakout. Nothing. Turnover in the neutral zone. Another dump in. Same thing over and over again. But when the Lakers have had their chances, they've had some high-scoring chances, high likely chances of a puck going in, but cannot find anything so far in this third period.
Nolan's shot from the point is blocked. Camilla has Weidman on the opposite end. He rips a shot. It wasn't seen by Nadal. This is kept in by Thornton. Switches with Nolan. Thornton will play the bouncing puck. Sent one on, and the tip through the legs from Hatcher. Almost went, but bounced off the outside of the apron. Weidman will circle around. Sends it back top and receives it back. Quick shot. Blocked by a body. Never got on net. Lifted out. Thornton will send it in as the Lakers change. There's a pass towards the middle. Skating it through was Haggerty. Can't get it done. Defense for the Bulldogs has been absolutely shut down here this game.
They're really just making sure that the Lakers just have no more chances. They're fine with a 3-1 victory. A win is a win. That's what they're looking for in tonight's contest.
7:15 left to go in the third period. Bulldogs hold on to their 2-goal lead as a nice move from DeCesare puts it on the backhand. It's stopped by Nadal. He was put into his own net. Jump pass there from Dell as it's called for a hand pass. Notzel getting familiar with Haggerty as they'll break things up.
Notzel also ran a little bit into Nadal and pushed him in, and then Nadal gave him a clean slash right in the back of the leg. Puts him uproar, and the fans at the AIA, also the bench, looking for a call, did not get one. Trying to figure out where exactly this draw is going. Defensive zone draw on the right side. Adrian goalie.
DeGiulio will play that, and it's saucered down. This is going to be an icing. Sebastian Smith with a smirk on his face. Knew he probably had more time to look to make a different play, so we'll take the face-off now on the other side towards the left of Noah DeCottney's, our right. Another face-off win by DeGiulio. He's taken down. Little RKO move by Summerfield. As he'll get to this puck here.
Getting a little feisty here with 3 minutes left to go in this game.
Best thing that either side can do is try and keep their composure. No reason for this game to get out of hand.
The fans might like it, but I know Aristoteles would not like that. This team got a little too much going on. Keep the composure, come out here with the W, and look for tomorrow night.
Bulldogs have one more regular season game to close out this season. That is, like you said, Tyler, tomorrow night, 7:40 p.m. puck drop at Grand Valley.
It's their senior night. Decided to host a senior night against the Bulldogs. First mistake. Any team would be dumb to do that. Unfortunately, Grand Valley decided to do that.
Schomburger skating along the left wing, puts a pass on. It's loose, bobbles around. Poking for it is Armstrong, and he's stopped by the whistle. Oh, and almost a scary play for Devin Nadal.
As a goalie, Herms, you're going to play back that puck, and something wrong happens. How do you keep your composure to make sure that puck does not get in the back of your net?
Well, just breathe through it and keep your eye on the biscuit, really. Just watch it the whole way through and hope that any of your teammates can help support you, try and clear it out. This is Spate. Long for Schomburger, a one-touch pass. There's an entry from the Lakers. That was Cole who got it in. Lakers called for offsides.
That barely snuck out. Lindback talked to Jonesy for a little bit. Had his disgruntled, his disagreement. Still stays outside.
This is played back. D-to-D pass with McLaughlin and Mott. Collard off to Needing. Will shovel a backhand in. DeContney's out to play it. McLaughlin pulls up, plays it off the boards for Camilla. Hatcher will step in to try and help out. Board battle. Jostled free for Mott. Sent on net. Nadal will play it down out of the glove. Weidman is taken down in the slot.
I think he got a stick right in the stomach.
That one's going to hurt, but he'll skate it off regardless. Oh, and an extra effort there from Weidman as he sent a hard reverse hit on Carson Court, who tried to pull up on him. And he said, no, you don't.
A little anger from it hitting the stomach. Turns into a nasty reverse hit.
Camilla's shot goes high and wide. Nolzel will play with it. Spinning off is Mott. More physicality. Hits flying both ways. Everybody getting their fair share in. McLaughlin once more plays it up into the rafters, and they'll signal that it touched a 2020-2021 Men's NCHA League Championship hanging down from the ceiling.
You got so many bangers just hanging up here. This shows the level of just winning that this program has, not only in the ACHA level, but also the NCAA.
Lost back over. And skating with it is Senti. Canceled out by Notzel. Let's dump in off to the side. Lakers will play catch. Working it off the boards. Thornton to Smith. Wrapping it around there. Now put off. I think that's a light fixture up top. Luckily, some protective caging covering the bulb. So no glass break on the ice, luckily.
Aner was hit. Light fixture was hit. Everything's getting hit. Players are getting hit. Everything's going on.
Animosity on the ice here tonight at the Arrington Ice Arena. 2:45 left to go in the third period. Dogs holding on to their 2-goal lead, 3-1. So we're nearing the end of regulation. This is sent all the way down. Icing is the decision.
2:30 left in this game. The Bulldogs are just thinking to themselves, do not give up any chances. Not let up a goal for the Lakers to crawl themselves back into this. Probably see the netminder get pulled in about a minute or so. Maybe right now, somewhere around that, the Lakers try to have an opportunity to get back into this game.
Limback will backhand it out. And Julio pitchforks it. David Dell, quick little move, gets it deep. Carson Wood. Swiping for it was DeJulio. Backhand, kept going. Now for Smith, nice move. Looks towards the backhand, spins around. Sends a hit on Wood. Julio lost his twig. Not sure what happened there, but it was sent out of his hands. Pulling up his Summerfields. Off for Lachel. Worked loose by Jammer. Dumped the other way. Clahassie. David Dell off for Armstrong. He's got numbers. Jammer on the wide side. Played over to him. Jumped through his feet. Hard hit on Armstrong. He'll get right back up and continue. To Lair. Off for Cole. And it's played onto the netting. 1 minute and 11 seconds is all that remains.
You got to pull the goalie sometime soon if you're looking to get back in this hockey game. But the Lakers just have had no sustained ozone pressure in the last 2 or 3 minutes. They have just had no opportunity to pull the tenny like they want to, because the Bulldogs have just been so resilient in the defensive zone.
We saw Nadal start to come out of his crease. He's going to wait to get the signal as Camilla with a nice hit, and then a second from Weidman. Nadal now in between the hash marks, waiting for sustained pressure. Turned over in the slot, poked free. Nice stick work from Weidman. Long pass upwards. Mott to meet it. Move back the other way. Nice takeaway from Hatcher. Opens up, fires, sticked away by Nadal. Off for Weidman. Camilla to Mott. He plays it low. Hatcher right there. Will tie it up on the boards. Being opposed by Clahassie. Looked like it popped free for a second, now it does. 13 seconds to go. Bulldogs just looking to keep it in the O-zone. It's lifted out, and that will not be enough time for the Lakers to pull their goalie. Nathaniel Mott will hold on to it. 2 seconds and 1. And this one is over. The 27th win of the season for the Adrian College Bulldogs as they take this one 3-1.
Overall, great game by both sides. Adrian, just a better team through the full 60. They come out with a W.
No handshake line today as both of these sides will play tomorrow, so they'll do it at Grand Valley's rink. 60 minutes up, 60 minutes gone. 3-1 and a valiant effort, maybe a little bit closer of a game than we had anticipated at first, but a good one at that. 31 shots to 13. The total on the board in favor of the Bulldogs. And a good win all around. Nash Hatcher with an impressive goal in the second period. And a good effort from the boys in the yellow, black, and white. They'll play their last regular season game of the 2023-2024 season tomorrow night at 7:40 p.m. And there is more Bulldog hockey to come this weekend from Arrington Ice Arena on ACTV. The men's NCAA Division III team with a rivalry game tomorrow with Trine. You can catch all the action exclusively right here on Adrian College TV. And on Saturday, it's going to be the women's NCAA team also facing off against Trine for Senior Day. So be sure to tune into those games for everything Adrian College hockey. And from all of our crew up here from ACTV, Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman saying thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. You've been watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.